Hi everyone, welcome to my live creative time today. My name's Mandy Witherby from Mandy's Papercraft Creations and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Sydney, Australia. Welcome to another week of creativity. Actually, this will be our last one for 2025 because we're going into 2026 next week. How exciting. We have come to the end of the year. What a big year. Big, busy year, lots happening. And yeah, we are almost at the end, almost. So today is the 22nd of December. So it is great to be here with you. I missed last week. We'll talk about that in a moment. But it's great to be back, and I've got a really fun project for you today, so I hope you enjoy it. And this is one that you can use as a gift for somebody else, or you can use it for yourself, totally up to you. But I'm excited to share that with you. Now let me just tweak this camera a tad. There we go. All right, now while I'm waiting for everyone's to find their notifications that I've gone live, I'll bring this up on my other devices so that I can see everybody's comments there. So bear with me. It's so weird, like I only skipped 1 week and it feels like I've been gone forever, and it's like, how do I do this again? All right, let me get my computer screen all happening over here. Yeah, it's so bizarre. You just miss 1 week and yeah, you forget how to do things. And actually, when I was logging in, I thought, oh, I wonder if anything's going to have changed since 2 weeks ago. And thankfully it hadn't. So everything still went live as usual, which I was thankful for. All right, there we go. So I can see everybody's comments. Not used to having these lights right in my face again. It's all good. It's all good. How is everyone today? How are your preparations going for Christmas? Only a few more days. Do you want to hear something funny? So last night I actually stayed up till early hours of this morning finishing writing on all of my Christmas cards so that I could get them in the mail. Yes, I'm a little bit late. I had them all made, but just hadn't written on them, and that takes the most time sometimes. And I hadn't stamped the inserts, so I had to stamp the inserts, write on them, and then, you know, address the envelopes, blah, blah, blah. It all takes time. So I was up till early hours of this morning, and but in talking to my girls about it last night, I realized, well, they actually made me realize that Christmas is on Thursday. All the while I'm thinking Friday, Christmas is on Friday. It's on Thursday. So I was thinking, oh no, that's one less day to get everything done, as well as get all of my cards in the mail, and hope that some people get them in time for Christmas, but I think a few people might be getting them a little bit late. So I apologize if you receive your Christmas card from me a little bit late. I apologize. It's been hectic. This time of year is always crazy, isn't it? Hey Julie, how you going? Great to have you here. Yeah, so I know everyone's in the same boat. It's a busy time, lots happening. And I'm going off on a couple of weeks break from tomorrow. So I've been cramming, trying to get everything done, and all the other things in between as well. And yeah, so I'll be off for the next 2 weeks. So I'll be scheduling a little bit of content so that you'll still see some things and you'll still get some creative inspiration and things while I'm off, but might not be as frequent, and I won't be putting out a newsletter or a blog while I'm off, taking a break from all of that. So yeah, and if there's anything urgent that you need, you can always ring Stampin' Up! So if I'm not available and you want to place an order, or you've got a problem with an order or whatever, you can contact Stampin' Up! So you will find their number at the bottom of the Stampin' Up! Website. If you don't know what that is, you'll find their contact details there. You can also email them as well. So just always remember that too. Yeah, so, all right, let me take a sip of water, and then we will start jumping in to all of the news. a little bit of a tickle today. I'm not unwell, it's just talking too much probably. So how's everyone's Christmas preparations going? Let me know in the comments. I've still got some wrapping to do. All the shopping is done, but I've got some wrapping to do. The girls just went and did the last of the Christmas grocery shop today, this morning for me. Well, early this afternoon actually. So that's the last of that is all finished. I had some bits and pieces, but they went to get the last, like the fresh things. So that's great. So that's all done. So I think we're on track, and the girls are going to help me with all the cooking. So that's awesome. It's great to have adult children because they are a really good help. Yeah, so that's all happening. Our daughter from Queensland arrived home yesterday, so she's home for Christmas, which is lovely. We've got her for a few days. We're going to be going light looking this week, one evening this week, so that will be fun. We always love to do that, and my daughter-in-law is coming with us as well. So, and I think, yeah, so there's always different areas we always look every year, but they're always beautiful. Yeah, so that's a bit of fun. What do you do for Christmas? Like, do you have special traditions? Do you do something special? Do you like going looking at the lights? Let me know in the comments what you like to do. What are some of your family traditions that you like to do? All right, while we are waiting for all of those comments to come up, let me tell you about a few things that are happening at the moment. And oh, I've got that one's the wrong one. Hang on a minute. So let me grab the right one. I think I put the wrong one. There it is. That's the one I wanted. So there's a few things that are coming up. So I will share some of those with you. I know it's a busy time for everybody, but you might be wanting to do some craft during, you know, have a bit of downtime, a bit of time to yourself, a bit of creativity. So let me share a few things that are coming up, and some things that are coming up in January as well. So currently I've got the December project tutorials available. Now these are available as a free gift for my customers when they spend $50 or $100 in my online store. So with $50 you'll get bundle 1, which is these the tutorial for these 7 projects, and if you spend $100 or more you'll get both. You'll get bundle 1 and bundle 2. However, if you are a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, or perhaps you have your own demonstrator that you order through, you can purchase these bundles separately, like as in terms of outside of an order. So it is $14 for each bundle. So we've got the 2 bundles there. Each bundle has 7 stepped up projects in it. So it's like a class of 7 projects, all photographed, step-by-step instructions, really fantastic, all the measurements, everything you need, the product supplies, all there for $14 for each bundle. So if you want all of them, it's $28. So you can order those through me. I do have a registration form where you can complete to order those from me. So if that's something that you're interested in, perhaps you'd like to do a little bit of crafting, as I said, over the Christmas New Year break, then these are great ones to do. And if you love doing fun fold cards, then yeah, then I've got this one available for you. And they're not all Christmas cards, so there's a mixture there, of course, because we're coming up on Christmas, so you've all probably finished your Christmas cards. But these fun folds you can use for all different types of occasions. All right, so I'm going to pop all the links up in a moment, but I'll just let you know that that's there available. I've got, we've got the new mini catalogue coming, and I forgot to grab that, so hang on one sec. No, this one. So this one is the new mini catalogue. It's a January to April 2026 mini catalogue. It has so many beautiful products in it, and I do have some of the new products, but I haven't shared them yet because 1, I haven't had time, and 2, I've been doing all of the Christmas things, so I'll be sharing these in the new year. And yeah, sharing some of those brand new products, and that's going to be fun. And we're going to have some classes based around those as well. So I'll share about those classes in a moment. Now, my customers who have ordered with me in the last 6 months, I have sent out your catalogs to you already last week, I think it was. So you should already receive, or was it the week before? Week and a half ago maybe. So you should have already received those. If you're interstate, you might still be receiving them. If you don't receive yours and you would like one, get in contact with me, let me know. I can let you know. Also, there is a registration form to request one if you would like one, if you don't have a demonstrator that you're already working with here in Australia. So that's also going to be in my links, which I'll post up in a moment. But so many beautiful products in this one. And I mean, just look at the cover. The cover is so pretty. It gives you a little sneak peek of some of the products that you'll find in there. Now, with every new catalogue, because there's so many beautiful new products, I always do a product share. So if you'd like to get your hands on a whole heap of the designer series papers, the ribbons, the embellishments, the ephemera packs, I have got those for you as well. I've got a whole heap of different shares. In fact, I've got, where's my list? So you can choose as many of the shares as you like. You can, or you can get them all. So I've got 2 paper shares, I've got a ribbon share, embellishment share, and then there's a special Easter mix and match share as well, because there's some beautiful Easter products that are coming up as well. So I've got those for you. You can scan the QR code that's there. So if you open up Photos, your photo app, and scan that, click on the link that comes up in your photo app, and that will take you through to the registration form. Or you can go to my my website, mandywitherby.stampinup.net, or I'll pop the link up as well when I pop all the other links up in a moment. I'm just going to put them all up together today. So that's coming up. It's a great way of getting your hands on a little sampling of all of the beautiful new products. And it'll give you a great start to the new year. So you need to register by the 8th of January for that one. I will be back from my break by then, so I'll be able to send out all of the invoices when I come back. But you do need to register for that by that date. And then once I get all the registrations in, then I'll be able to send out the invoices for payment. And then I can order all the products. So there we go. Julie says she'll be wrapping all her presents tonight when the boys have gone to bed. Yeah. And you've just got the baking to finish off. Oh, awesome. You're nearly there. Good job, Julie. Hey, Leslie, how you going? How's your foot feeling today, Leslie? Is it feeling a bit better now you've had those stitches taken out? Let me know. All right, so that's happening. And I've got 2 classes in January. So the first one, I was going to close off the registrations the other day, but I've actually left them open because this is a cards and cookie class that is based around the Stampin' Up! Card kits. Kits collections. And so these ones, I have the kits all here on hand. And so I thought I'll just leave the registration open for this one just a little longer. This is a Saturday morning class. It's a 2-hour class. For your class fee, you get an entire kits collection kit of your choice from the ones that I have here on display. And I have 12 different kits on display here that you can choose from. So again, you have to register. It says by the 20th of December, but as I said, I've left that open for the moment. I'm going to leave that open until I come back from my break, which will be at the beginning of January. So I'll leave that open till then I'll close that one off. So if you'd like to come and have a couple of hours of a beautiful crafting experience, this one is great for all level of crafters, whether you've had experience with card making or not. Feel free to come along. The classes are held in Claremont Meadows, which is Western Sydney, New South Wales, Australia, of course. So if you'd like to come along and join us, come and have a great experience with us. We'll have a little bit of morning tea, some handmade cookies, of course, because it's cards and cookies. So we'll have some handmade, homemade cookies, and we'll enjoy a lovely morning together. Oh, it's feeling much better, Leslie. That's great to hear. awesome. Just in time for Christmas. That's great. All right, and the other class that I am just advertising from today is my new product card buffets. Now I've got 2 classes. It's going to be using new products from that brand new mini catalog. So this is going to be a great one. The same class will be run on both days. So it's up to you which one you attend, or you can attend both if you want to make all the cards. Wednesday the 21st of January from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. and Saturday 24th of January from 2 till 5 p.m. It's $35 per person for each class, or you can have the class for free with a $50 purchase in my online store. So there's information about that on the registration form. So go to the registration form. We'll also have morning tea or afternoon tea, depending if it's a morning class or afternoon class. I always have a range of tea and coffee, hot chocolate, all the things. And then we'll have something yummy to eat as well, some home-baked goods. So registration for this one is by the 7th of January. I will send out all of the invoices when I come back from my break. And yeah, you can register for that one now. So I'm going to put all of the links up, and you can go ahead and register for those. Now if you would like to get the class for free with purchase in my online store, you do need to place those orders in my online store by the 5th of January, between now and the 5th of January, and then you can register, then you'll get the class for free. But you still need to fill out the registration form to attend the class. Now, each of the classes, there'll be 4 projects, but there will be a range of projects for you to choose from. We usually have 7 to 8 projects, and you get to choose which 4 you would like to create in the class. Okay, so you've got lots of choice. We do lots of different types of projects, using lots of different new products. And yeah, it's going to be a really fun one. So all the information will be in the registration details, so you can go there and have a look. So let me grab those links, and I'm going to pop them in the comments. And for those watching back on my YouTube channel, I forgot to say thank you as well to you coming back to watch the replay on my YouTube channel. I will put all of the links in the description of the video for you. Right, so let me grab these here. If you have any, I will still be checking socials here and there. I might just not be responding straight away, but if you have any problems with any of the registration links for anything that you're after, then feel free to send me a message and I'll get to you when I can. Okay. All right, so I'm due to come back on the 6th of January. So I won't be away, I'll be home, but yeah, I'm just taking a little break. So I'm due back on the 6th of January in time for the new catalog to launch, because the brand new mini catalog launches on the 6th of January. So I'll be taking a couple of weeks off from Facebook Lives, a couple of weeks off from newsletters and blogging and things like that. So yeah, so 6th of January, this one, all the products in here go live. But of course, if you're a demonstrator, you can purchase them now. So yeah, you can always join and get them early if you're interested in that. It's only $169 to join, and you get to choose $235 worth of products of your choice, including new products from that new catalog if you wish. So yeah, I'd love to have you come and join my team if that's something that you would like to do. And then you get a 20% discount on your products after that starter kit purchase too. So that's really awesome. And there's free shipping on that starter kit order if you join as well. So I just thought I'd quickly mention that. All right, well, I think I forgot to say thank you to everyone for being here today. And if you are watching live with me today, you're going to see the red live button up in the top left-hand corner. If you don't see that, then you're watching the replay. Feel free to chat along with me, craft along with me, comment. If you're watching the replay, feel free to leave me a comment as well. I do come back and read all of those comments. Now, if you would like to craft along with me today, feel free. We are going to be making a gift box, and then we're going to be making some cards to put in the gift box. The cards are going to be quick and easy. So if you want to grab out some coordinating cardstock or DSP, you'll need a piece of DSP, which, what's the original size? So the lid, so you're going to need a piece that is, we'll just grab out a 12 by 12 piece of DSP and a coordinating piece of cardstock for the base. Okay, so you can do that and you can craft along with me to make the box if you'd like to. And then we're going to do some basic cards to put inside. So grab out some other coordinating DSP. They're going to be very simple designs, and maybe just one colored card base, or maybe you can do 2 different coordinating card bases. And then just the DSP. You might want a stamp set to stamp with. I'm using one stamp set today, and I'm using a coordinating punch to go with it, so there's not a lot of die cutting, but you can change them up however you like. I've got some plain ribbon, some plain bling. Yeah, so if you'd like to craft along, feel free to craft along with me. All right, let's get the camera down on the desk and we'll get crafting. Let's move all of my flyers. All right, I'm going to cover up the camera while I tip it down just so I don't make you all... Oh, before I do, did you notice my cute little earrings and my cute little brooch? I've got my gingerbread on today. So these earrings are new. I just got them a week ago, I think. Last week before, last week, I think. They're super, super cute, and they match my new pink dress. And this little gingerbread brooch I've had since last year. But as soon as I saw these earrings, I thought, oh my goodness, I have to get them. They're so adorable, and they match with my gingerbread brooch. So aren't they cute? And they all match with my dress, which is awesome. So... yeah, I love my quirky little earrings and brooches. I was going to say something else about that, and I can't remember what it was. Doesn't matter. Anyway, let's tip the camera down. I'm just going to cover up the camera so that I don't make you all dizzy while I do the transitions. All right, here we go. Going to do this up really tight and hope that it doesn't drop today. The last couple of times it's been having fun and games and dropping as I've been filming, so let's hope that it behaves itself today. There we go. Put some lights down on the subject and just make sure I've got that straight before I undo that. Yep, that looks pretty good. Oh, my nose is suddenly getting irritated. That's annoying. Okay, here we go. Let's zoomy zoom zoom. Okay, so we'll move that keyboard out the way. We'll move this down here. That's about the middle, isn't it? Thereabouts. All right, and get this nice and straight. The fine line between what is straight and what is not. All right, there we go. I think that's not too bad. If I put my little spirit level on here, my little mini spirit level, that will help me to see if anything moves. I've just got to remember to keep checking it, that's all. All right, if you see that the camera has moved and dropped, this needs to come over a bit, doesn't it? Feel free to yell out and let me know so that I can adjust it. All right, so what we are going to be creating today is, wait, let me move the catalogue out the way. Do you want to see this up close? Do you want to see the catalogue up close? How beautiful is it? So pretty. Hang on 2 secs. I've just got to put all my devices on Do Not Disturb because I forgot to do that. It's really, really beautiful. Now, we're not using any of these new products today, but what we are using is the new product of the month. Have you heard about product of the month? I've been mentioning that. I shared it in my newsletter last week. Well, when did I put the newsletter out? On the weekend I put it out, I think. But the so you know how we used to have celebration every year at the beginning of the year, and you had to have a qualifying order to be able to earn the special celebration products, and they were only available like at that time of the year. Well, Stampin' Up! Has started a new thing. It's called Product of the Month, and every month throughout the year, it's going to be ongoing. There's going to be a special exclusive product that you can earn with a qualifying order, which is here in Australia, it's $125. And you can earn this product with that order, and then all you pay is $9 for the product. So obviously you still be paying your $125 for your order, but if you want the special product of the month, then you pay $9 for it. Now every month there's going to be a different product. It's not always going to be designer series paper. Just the first month for December, at the moment it is designer series paper, as it turns out, but different months there's going to be different types of products that are going to be available, but every month it'll be the same. $9 when you have a $125 order. So I thought today we will play with some of this beautiful paper, because even some of my team members said that they didn't realize how beautiful the paper was until they saw me show it in real life. So I'm going to show you today. There's the code up there. You will get a prompt up on your in the online store when you're eligible for it. There will be a prompt that'll pop up, like a little pop-up window that'll tell you, and then you can click on it to have a look at the product and see if you want to redeem it. But this one, the product code is 167970. And it's a 12 sheet pack of designer series paper with 2 each of 6 double-sided designs. So I'm going to show you the papers first. Now with that qualifying order, you do have to make sure that your order total is $125 at least. It can be more, after any rewards and before shipping, okay? So if you've got Stampin' Rewards and you want to put them on your order, just make sure that you top your order back up to the $125. If it takes your total down, just make sure you pop something else in there to bump it back up so that you're at the total of $125, and then you'll be able to redeem the paper. All right, so there's only 2 colors in this paper, well, and white, but it's based on blues, and it's Night of Navy and Balmy Blue, and it is super, super pretty paper. Move my mouse there. I'm just stretching it all out here or laying it all out, I should say, to show you. Let's flip that one over. There we go. Now, we've got all the designs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm missing one. Which one am I missing? This one, I think, that I've chopped into. This one, yeah. Oh no, I've got that one. 10, is it this one? No, I've got that one too. Which one am I missing? Am I missing one? Hang on a minute, let me see. That one, oh wait, that one is that one. Maybe I used some already. So that's that one. Let's pop that in there. That is that one. That is that one. And that goes with, oh yeah, that goes with this one. That one. That one. Pop those in there. And then this one is this one. Yeah, I had missed a couple. There we go. There's the other pieces, and that's it. Okay, there we go. So now we've got all of the patterns there. Aren't they gorgeous? They're so, so pretty. So we're going to play with some of that today. We're going to make a box, and then we're going to make some cards to put in the box. So these make a great gift. And you know what? I didn't actually get out extra cardstock to create the box, so I better do that. So I'll show you the box first. This is the box. Okay, I feel like it goes up that way. I haven't added ribbon to my box, but you can. I've got some of this beautiful Misty Moonlight silver edged ribbon, which is on last chance now. So this is from the September to December 2025 mini catalogue, and that's retiring now. So you can, I haven't done this properly, but you can add ribbon to your box to make it pretty, and I haven't got that quite long enough. But you get the idea. Anyway, you get the idea. You all know how to put ribbon on boxes, right? Okay, so it will look beautiful with some ribbon wrapped around that. You can add a little tag or a little gift card on there. And then, so the box has got little notches cut out of the two sides, and the lid goes all the way to the bottom. And then you can use those notches to lift the lid off. And then you've got your box base. And in your box base, you can add some envelopes and some finished cards. So that will make, and this box is great size because it fits your envelopes, fits your cards, and you can still get your finger in there to get them out. I've made other boxes before for gifts like this, and I've made them a little bit smaller, and they've always been a bit hard to get and a bit shallower as well, so you don't fit as many cards in. But they've been harder to get the envelopes out. So this one's just a bit wider, which is much better. You can also make these so that the lid is a little bit shallower, so it doesn't go all the way to the bottom, but I like this. But this is how we're going to make it today. Okay, so you just need a sheet of designer series paper, okay, and a piece of cardstock. So let's grab let's choose which designer series paper we're going to use first this time. So I've done that one. Let's see which one we want to use this time. Should might use a sheet of this one. This is nice, this one. And that will be nice on the inside. So I might use a sheet of this one for the outside of the box. Or, oh, I like this one too. So hard to choose because they're all so pretty. That one might be nice as well. Let's do one in that one actually. Let's do one in that one. And I'll get some DSP for the card base. Now for this one, we can choose either to have Balmy Blue or Night of Navy as the card base. So I might even go Night of Navy this time. So I'm going to grab another piece of Night of Navy. I'm going to give you the measurements to do this too. So if you want to create along with me, grab out your pieces. You'll also need some paper snips and a bone folder, okay? And some adhesive. I'm using liquid glue, okay? So they're the things that you're going to need, and your cardstock. Let me grab my cardstock. All right. Now, I made this the other day with some of the Stampin' Up stuff, and I'm going to see if, hopefully I'll remember how to do it. So I'm going to give you the measurements. We're going to start with the lid first. Okay, here's the measurements here. So you can snap a screenshot. Now I have them written down in metric and in imperial. We're going to be using the metric today, but I will also give you the imperial. I've also written myself a few little extra notes. So if you take a screenshot of that, you'll get my little notes there as well. Okay, and then, all right, you got that. And then this is the imperial. So if you're in America and you want to make this, here's your measurements for a similar size box or same size box. Okay, this one doesn't have all my little notes though. So take a screenshot of that. All right. Okay, and the stamp set that I'm using today, you can decorate the cards up with whatever stamp set you like. I'm using Encircled with Love for my cards today. And I've got two punches. The 1 7/8 punch coordinates with the circles in the Encircled with Love, and then I wanted an extra little border, so I've got my 2-inch punch as well. Okay, so 1 7/8. I know it's a bit hard to read that on the camera because it's reflecting the lights, and 2 inches. All right, or if you've got dies, you can use dies. I've got 2 ink pads today. Make it super easy. Night of Navy and Balmy Blue, just to match the DSP. All right, I'll give you the measurements for the card when we get to that. All right, let's start with our lid. I'll move my measurements over here. We need a trimmer. Okay. So we know the size of our finished box. So we are going to cut our paper. Now let me see. Let me remember how to do this. So we need to cut our paper at 25 by 20.5. Okay, so we've got to extend our arm of our trimmer. And this paper kind of doesn't really matter which direction because it's, yeah, multi-direction paper. So we're going to take this out to 25 centimeters. Now this is going to be, if you're using directional paper, just be mindful of that when you're cutting. So we're cutting this way first. We're cutting the length first, and then we're going to cut the width. Okay, so just be mindful of that if you've got directional pattern on your paper. All right, so 25 centimeters. We're going to cut that. Then we're going to turn that and cut it at 20.5 or 20.5 centimeters. Okay, so you're going to get these bits left over, which keep those, of course, because you can use them on other projects. Okay, so this is our box lid. Then what we're going to do is we're going to score, and we're going to score this at 4 centimeters on each side. Okay, so we'll just close that. So scoring at 4 centimeters on each side. It's a really, oops, my scoring blade's coming out. Hang on a sec, let me pop that back in. It's a really easy box to construct, this one. Okay, score, score, score. So 4 centimeters, doesn't matter in what order you do them. 4 centimeters. Four centimeters. And 4 centimeters. Okay, so this is our lid. Leave that over there. Now what we're going to do is we're going to fold on all of those score lines. And burnish with your bone folder. Okay, now what you're going to do, I'm going to put my glasses on for this bit. On the 2 ends, so you've got the 2 short ends, okay, on the 2 short ends, so you've got the long edges on this side, but we're going on the short ends. You're going to snip up where you've got that little tab here, so you've got your 4 centimeters in. You're just going to snip up to that first horizontal line, okay, so you're only going to there, so you create that little tab like that. We're going to do the same on the other side. Okay, so you've got those 2 little tabs. Now we're going to just cut a little wedge out of those, just so that they fold nicely into our box. So take a wedge out of the inside. It's just a little sniffy bit, just cut down at an angle down to that score line. Okay, so you end up with a little angled tab like that. Doesn't matter if the angles aren't exactly the same. I'm going to do the same on the other side. Oh, it's getting windy outside. and there we go. Okay, so like that. Then we're going to turn it around and we're going to do the same at the other end. So snip, snip, take your little wedge out, take your little wedge out. We call that mitre cutting or mitering. And these little boxes of cards make really great gifts for people because not everybody is a card maker. And so people love receiving these gifts of ready-made cards that then they can use to send to people. I used to make these for my mum, for my mother-in-law. Yeah, you can do it for anyone. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we can construct our lid straight away. So all we're going to do is those flaps that we just created, we're going to put adhesive on those, and then we're going to bring the sides up and construct our lid, which is super, super easy. It's going to double check my original to make sure I'm doing it the same way. Yes, I am. Yep. Okay. So fold the flaps down, use your adhesive. You want to use a strong adhesive. So if you've got multi-purpose liquid glue or tear and tape or Stampin' Seal Plus, they are good ones to use. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do one side first. So I'm going to do that tab and this tab on the other side. We'll do one end of the box at a time. There you go. Yeah, you want a really strong adhesive for this. I like the liquid glue because then you can wriggle it around and line those up. And then you're going to bring your corners up, line them up nicely so that they're nice and square. And then you can push that flap down. Okay, you can even use your bone folder and give that a bit of a push. And then you're going to do the same with the other side. So bring that up. So those little tabs, they go on the inside of the box. Okay, give them a little rub. Okay, see how we've created that now? That's the end of our box lid. And we're going to do the same on the other side. So put a bit of DSP. So you can even create these out of cardstock for the lid and the base. And then you can cover the lid with DSP if you wanted to, rather than making it out of DSP if you wanted a bit more of a solid box. Another thing you can also do is you can create a little insert for your box if you want to strengthen it. So you can make an extra little cardstock insert for your box just to fit inside the base, which I think might have been what I did with my mum, with the one that I made my mum a few years ago. Well, quite a few years ago actually. So give that a little rub. All right, and there's our lid. Now, what I didn't grab was my 1-inch circle punch to do the notches. So let me grab that. Now you don't need to use notch, a 1-inch circle punch if you don't have one. You could use a different punch that you have. You could use a bigger one. You could even use maybe the modern oval, or if you have, I'm just reaching over, you could probably even use the ends of the labeled with love. If you use those little tab ends, whatever you have, you can just use to just cut those little notches in the end. And I think what I did, and I should have done this probably before I adhered it, but that's okay. Oh, I need a longer ruler. Wait a sec. Oh, hi, Robin. How are you? Great to have you with us. All right, so let's just measure this across. All right, so that's 17 centimeters. So what's half of 17? So it'll be 8.5, right? 8.5, will that be right? Half of 17, 8 and 8 is 16. So I'm going to put a little line there at 8.5. That's my center. And then I'm just going to take my punch and just put it in halfway and just make a little notch. I probably put it in a little bit too far actually, but that's okay. And then we'll do the same on the other side. So 8.5, let's put that down a bit lower. Put a little, whoops, a little pencil mark, and then create our little notch. There we go. Okay, and then we'll just rub that pencil mark out. I should have put the pencil mark down a little bit lower, so I punched that out too, but that's okay. Oh, that one I did. All right. Okay, so that's our lid. Nice and easy, hey? All right, now let's do our base, and our base is going to be out of cardstock. So this time we're going to use Night of Navy. Okay, so remember that there was a tip on this too, and I didn't write it down. Oh, I remember, it was something to do with the, was it the height? No. All right, so this piece, we want to have the length at 24.8 centimeters. So 20, oh yeah, I think I adapted it already, 24.8, so that's 2 little lines just before the 25. Okay, so cut that, and then we're going to turn that around, and we want that at 20.3. So 20.1, 2, 3. I'm just going to trim that little bit off as well. This bit I won't keep, I'll just chuck that out. But this piece I will keep. All right, so that's our base. Now our base is also going to be scored at 4 centimeters on every side. So we can do that now. Move our cutting blade away and do the same scoring. So 4. 4. Oops, 4. My blade keeps jumping out of the truck. And 4. All right. Now, the cardstock, of course, is a little bit heavier weight, so you probably need to score that a bit heavier, a bit deeper than you do with the DSP. Now, we're going to do the same thing. Now, in fact, if you can see those score lines there, you can either decide to cut them now. I like to fold first and then cut because I think that it's easier to see where I'm cutting to. So just burnish, fold and burnish on all of those score lines. And you can decorate these boxes up too if you like, or you can just simply add ribbon like I did. Okay, so we're going to do the same again. Where we've made those little tabs on the short side, you're going to snip up to that first horizontal line and do the same again. Now we're going to do the same again with the mitre cutting so that our tabs sit nicely within the box and they're not sticking out the top or making it bulky. Okay. Oop. And we'll do this one. Okay. And we'll do the same on the other end. So if you're looking for a last minute gift for somebody for Christmas, this might be something good that you can just quickly whip up, and you could put some cards in there that you've already got in your stash, because let's be honest, us card makers, we always have cards on hand. Whoops, let me just tidy that one up a little bit. Yeah, so you could certainly do that if you're looking for a gift for somebody, or if you need a last minute gift. Do you ever get do you ever have that happen? You realize at the last minute you need an extra gift for somebody, and you're scrambling at the last minute thinking, oh my goodness, what am I going to do? I forgot to get a gift for that person. Or you have an additional person like turn up for your Christmas event and you don't have a gift or something. Like, these little boxes are actually great to keep on hand. You can prepare your box like this, have it all cut, scored, ready to go, and you can actually store it flat. Don't construct it, just store it flat like that until you need it, and then you can just quickly whip it together and stick the tabs in, and you're good to go. All right, so we've got our tabs. Doesn't matter if they're all not even. Mine are a little bit, because I'm rushing, mine are a little bit messy, but that's okay. They will serve their purpose. So that's the main thing. All right, good. Same again. Let's start with the end. Fold the flap down. Oh, got a little bit of extra cardstock there. Fold the flap down, add your glue. Take it to the inside of that short side flap and bring that up. You want your corners to be nice and square. So just make sure your corners are joining up nice and square. And the good thing with the liquid glue is that you can actually slide them around if you need to reposition them. And give that a good press. Let's go to the other end this time, and we'll do this one as well. It doesn't really matter what order you do them in, but I like to just add the glue one tab at a time, because otherwise it dries too quickly and then you lose the maneuverability of the cardstock, because then the glue's dry. All right, so bring that together. Give that a nice firm press. And then we can do the other side. Bring that up. Does anybody already do this? Do you already do boxed cards as gifts for people? Now your base, of course, is going to be much sturdier than your lid because it's made with cardstock. All right, so pop that down. But as I said, you can make the lid out of cardstock as well if you want to, and then you can add strips of designer series paper to it to make it more decorative. And of course, these little gift boxes, they are a great size for a small gift. So they don't have to be used as a gift box for cards. You can, of course, use them for whatever you want to. Oh, I got a little bit of ooze of glue there. Added a little bit too much. Get rid of that. Okay, so then we'll just press all of those tabs. Double check that they're all lined up. Just make sure they're all pressed down really well and goodly adhered. Okay. All right, let me grab a sip of water. Where's our lid? There's our lid that we made for our box. Now this one's probably going to be a bit tight because I didn't take off any extra, but I think in the measurements I had already accounted for that. Yes, I did. Beautiful. Okay, there we go. So there we've got our little box. We've got our little notch there. So now you've got a beautiful little gift box to use for whatever, but the size of it is designed for cards. So let's make a couple of quick cards to go in there. All right, so there's our little box. Let's pop that over. As I said, you can take some ribbon too. I've got this ribbon from, this was from the Peaceful Garden suite. Beautiful suite, that one. and it's on last chance. It's still available. And of course you want to fill this first before you add your ribbon. You get that to sit down nice and flat, and then you can pop your ribbon on and tie it. I've done it around the wrong way. Hang on a minute. Flip. There we go. Just want to give you the idea of the look of it. So then you can add your little bow. Just do this real quick so you can see. And you can make a coordinating little tag to go on there as well, which would be really pretty. Let's cut that. Cut that. There we go. So then you've got a nice little, a beautiful little gift box there to give to someone. Now, of course, if you've still got Christmas paper in your stash and you want to whip some of these up for Christmas, you can. But of course, we're using the beautiful product of the month paper, which is the True Blue Florals. All right, let's make a couple of quick cards. I've got here some Balmy Blue and Night of Navy cardstock. All right, I'm going to start with a Night of Navy one. Let's go with that. We're going to make some real quick cards. I'm going to use, actually, I might have some offcuts still. Let me see. I think I do. Let's use some of these offcuts first. Just see if this one's big enough. Yep, that one's already cut to size. We'll use this strip that's probably already cut to size, and this one is probably already cut to the right width. Actually, it might be a little bit narrow. Let me see. What's that one at? Oh, no, that's exactly right. Okay, these are offcuts from ones that I made the other day. So let's start with these ones, and then we can cut some more. All right. Very, very simple, quick and easy card. We've got half a sheet of A4 cardstock, cut at 14.85 centimeters, and then scored at 10.5 to make our card base. Burnish with your bone folder, give it a nice crisp edge. Oh yes, Leslie does boxed cards as gifts. Fantastic. Oh, I'm so glad to hear that, Leslie. That's great. All right, now this piece, here is the measurements that we're going to use for our different designer series paper. Okay, we've got a light, a mid color, and we've got our dark color. Okay, now these can be whichever you like. You can switch them around, you can turn them over, use whichever design you like. All right, I'm going to do one like this first, and then we can do some mashups. This piece is going to be 5 centimeters wide by 10 centimeters long. Now let me see. Okay, I need to trim this one down. It's not quite the right length because these were offcuts from what I made the other day. So let's trim this one to 10 centimeters. And you can make a whole heap, if you've just got this a pack of designer series paper, you can do a whole heap of cards with these same measurements, and you can mix and match the pieces. I did this with my ladies in a class the other day. This piece here is going to be 7.5 by 7.5. We're going to create a square. I did this with my ladies in class last Wednesday, and I just gave them the pieces. I gave them the card base, and I said, there you go, put it together however you like. And all of them turned out beautifully. They all did different designs. You may have even seen the photos that I posted the other day. Now this one is 2 centimeters by 13. So we're going to cut that at 13. Leslie, because you weren't able to attend the class but you had registered, I have a kit for you to make this or you can make it exactly how I'm making it, or you can change it up and do your own design. But I've got a kit for you, which I'm going to be dropping off to you this week with your other goodies. Okay, so here's our 3 pieces. We are simply going to adhere these. You can do them however you like. I'm going to do this one in this orientation, so in landscape orientation, but you can do it in portrait. And actually the ladies, when they came last week, they all did their cards in portrait orientation, which was interesting. And my original, which they hadn't seen because I didn't show them till the end, mine was in landscape. But yeah, they all turned out beautifully. They all were different. All right, and then we're going to add this piece here. We're going to go in a little bit more. Let's go into about there. Center that. These cards are really quick and easy to put together. Then we're going to add our strip. And our strip is going to go across here, like so. It doesn't have to be precise, but about there. Make sure that that's nice. And oh, I can smell my nice candles. I was burning one of my candles the other day out the front, yesterday actually, in the front room. And I brought it in here to weight down my stand that holds my phone. And because I have burnt it yesterday, it's giving me a beautiful fragrance. All right, so there we go. So that's the basis of my card, and then can decorate it up however you like. Now I'm going to use the Encircled with Love stamp, and I'm going to use a little something for you this time. So let's find that one. This one, I need some more birthday cards. So I've got my block here. We'll grab that. We're going to stamp that onto some white. Oh, I forgot to get my white out. Hang on a minute. It's got a white scrap here. Alrighty. Now, let me just check to see where that's going to... Okay, so I'll stamp it about there. I'm going to stamp this in Night of Navy. I really love this stamp set. It's a fantastic one for all different occasions. And you can use it in different ways. You can use it for cards, you can use it for tags. Let's give this one a clean. Just grab a scrap first of all, just stamp off the excess ink. I always like to do that. It just means I don't need to clean my chamois as often because it doesn't put as much ink into my chamois. And it does help you to clean your, get your stamps nice and clean too. Okay, and then we're going to punch that out with our 1 7/8 of an inch punch. Line that up. There we go. And then I want a little Night of Navy border around that. So I've got some Night of Navy and I've got my 2-inch punch. So just punch a little 2-inch circle. And we'll adhere those. Just so we've got a nice little border there. That little 2-inch border gives a really nice, that 2-inch punch gives a really nice border around the 1 7/8 of an inch. So then we've got a nice little border. And we need some ribbon. So let's grab some ribbon. I can't remember the length that my piece of ribbon was. Changing this one up just a little bit, I'm using a different stamp. So the ribbon is about that long. Whoops, that one's a bit more of an angle. That one might look a bit funny, mightn't it? There we go. So to adhere my ribbon, I'm just going to add a little bit of adhesive on the back. I'm using a dry adhesive because the multi-purpose liquid glue is a wet adhesive and it just absorbs into the ribbon, and we don't want that. We want that to be we want it to adhere to the back of our circle. We don't want it to be absorbing into the ribbon itself. Sorry, I was thinking as I was adhering that. There we go. Yeah, good. I'll just trim this one up a little bit. There we go. And then we're going to pop some dimensionals up on this one. There we go. I'll leave those out. Might need them again in a minute. Okay, take the backings off. Oops. All right, and then we're going to add that to our little tag over our little card front over here. Make sure I've got that straight. There we go. And then we're going to add some bling, of course. Got to have bling on our cards. So I've just got some rhinestone basic jewels. I think a lot of us crafters have these in our stash at home. Oops, got glue on my fingers. Hang on a minute. Let's use a combination of different sizes. I might put a big one there. Put a smaller one there. I've got the medium sized ones that I'm using up, and let's put another one here. I could put one there on the flower actually. Let's put one there on the flower. There we go. So there we've got there's one card. So nice, quick and easy card. Let's do another one. Let's use some different papers. I mean, same paper pack, but different papers this time. All right, so we want a light, a mid and a deep blue. Let's see, we could use that one, and I like this one. This one's pretty. Actually, I've got some of that one. That's the other side. Well, that's actually the other side of that one, isn't it? What about this one? Could use that one. That's a pretty one. Is our lighter colour, and then we can use, how about this one as our strip? That'd be nice as a strip, wouldn't it? We use that as a strip, and then for our mid-tone could use some of that. How would that look? I think we need something a little bit more contrasting. How about this one? Oh no, that is that one. How about this one? That one and that one. These papers, they just all, because they're all, they've all got the same colours in them. Like, they just go. We could use that one and that one and that one. We could do that. This one's got more of a bold pattern, I feel, with the deeper colour. But how would that look? Let's go with that one this time. Okay. don't think I've cut into that one yet. All right. Okay, so move all of that out of the way. And we'll have this as our light on the bottom. So this is going to be our 5 by 10 centimeter piece. And what I like to do is I'm going to cut this in half first at 6 inches, just so I've got two workable pieces. So cut that one first, and then I can cut a strip from this one at 5 centimeters. Oh, hang on, which side am I using? This side. 5 centimeters. By 10 centimeters. Okay. Then we've got this piece, which is going to be our square piece, which will be, I might do the same again. Actually, I'll cut this in half first. So I've got usable pieces for card fronts. Then this one's going to be 7.5 by 7.5. Okay, which piece do I like? That piece. And then our strip is going to be 2 centimeters by 13. So I'm going to cut it this way at 2. Yep, I'll get that row of flowers, so that'll be good. Let's make sure that, hang on a minute, I think that moved. 2 centimeters by 13 centimeters. Okay, there's our pieces. Now, what color card base do we want to use this time? Let's see, how will they look on Balmy Blue? And do you know what? Let's change it up. Let's go in a different direction. Hang on a minute, I've just got to move a few things here. I've got stuff going on everywhere. Okay, let me see. I'm just having a look to see what, you can really mix it up however you like. I was going to have a look to see what, how my ladies did theirs the other day, because they did a really great job with theirs. They did them all differently. So we could have them like that. Actually, I wanted this one. That one looked really good down the middle, and then this one on an angle. And then that one was behind that one, like that. You can really mix it up however you like. Could do something like that. It's just a little bit wide to go across the tip, so you'd have to have it at more of an angle to go across. You could, I've kind of cut this with the pattern going that way now, unless I flip them over, but then they're a bit too contrasty, so maybe I'll still need to go vertical with this one, because otherwise I was thinking I could have that there and then that there and then that there, like that. I could still probably do that actually, because it will cover up enough of the the design to do that. So I probably could still do that. Hey, should I do it centered, do you think, or should I do it offset? What does everyone think? Offset or centered? What do you all think? Let me know in the comments. Do you like it centered like that? Or do you like it offset? Or do we do this? Oh, then you see the flowers sideways though, don't you? Could do it like that. Or what about on the navy? On the navy base. That's pretty dark on the navy base, isn't it? I think you'd need the lighter. I think you'd need the lighter side if you're going to do it that way. Could do something like that. Scented. Kylie likes it scented. You love this DSP, Sandra. It's beautiful, isn't it? Yeah, so you could do something like that on the navy. Kylie liked it scented. So let's go back to here. All right, let's do it centered on this one. We'll do it on the balmy blue this time, just for a little bit of a change. But yeah, you can really mix and match them however you like. It is beautiful DSP, isn't it, Kylie? Okay, so of course you can, as I said, you can do it in all different ways with this DSP, but this is just a quick and easy way of just smashing out a whole heap of cards really quickly, just using exactly the same measurements and then just chopping and changing the which pieces of paper you're using. Turn them over, use the other side if you want to. Okay, centered about there. Yeah. So you can just see those little leaves poking out, which is nice, but you don't see the flowers sort of on their side. Because I kind of cut that with the landscape orientation in mind, and then I thought, oh, hang on a minute, let's do one the other orientation. Oh, come on, glue. There we go. All right. Let's pop this one down. And I might move that over so that we've got an even border on the right as what we have on the left side. And that'll be great. Oh, you just jumped on, Kylie. I wasn't sure if you'd been lurking quietly in the background or not. Yeah. Oh, it's great to have you with us. We've just made a gift box. Did you see the gift box yet? And we're doing some quick and easy cards using the Encircled with Love stamp set. And yeah, and just using some really simple colors, doing a little bit of tone on tone. All right, which stamp do we want to use this time? Let's use With Love. I think the little bird will go nice with the flowers. So let's use that one. I'm needing some birthday cards at the moment, so these will both work well with birthday cards. Now, do we want Balmy Blue or Night of Navy? Because I feel like, let's try Balmy Blue first. We'll see what that looks like. Where did I put my scrap of white? I have it here. I don't have enough left on that one, so let me grab another one. There we go. All right, so we'll ink this one up. Get enough ink on there. Nice firm press. Oh, sorry, I'm probably doing that off camera. There we go. Beautiful. Let that ink dry for a moment and we'll just clean our stamp off. There we go. Let me just bring this back up. Here we go. And okay, so we'll punch that out with our 1 7/8 circle punch. Get that lined up. There we go. We'll add a circle of the Night of Navy around that again to just make that pop. So we've got a 2-inch circle, 2-inch circle punch. And before I adhere that, I just want to check to see how that's going to look. Oh, we might actually need the Night of Navy. Might need it stamped in Night of Navy. So is that going to stand out enough? We might sort of lose it a bit. Let's stamp another one in Night of Navy. I think the balmy might be a little bit too light. This my Night of Navy is nice and juicy, very, very inky, so you get a beautiful deep stamped image. Oh, it's a lovely one, isn't it? No, it's actually not a new one, Kylie. It's from the 2025 to 2026 annual catalogue. It's one of those stamp sets that I think gets overlooked in the annual catalogue, and when I went to look to see how other people had used it, there were very, very few samples anywhere on the internet. So I think it's one that's sort of been overlooked, but it's a fantastic stamp set, and it's got all different sentiments that you can use for different occasions, even sympathy. Yeah, so it's really, really beautiful. And you can do lots of things with it. Like you could add extra leaves behind it, or flourishes, or you know, like all sorts of things. You could dress it up however you wanted to, or you can just simply leave it plain and simple, which I'm doing today. I'm just adding a little bit of ribbon behind it. That's all. There we go. So, oh, I used the wrong one to punch it out, didn't I? Huh. I used the 2-inch punch to punch that out then, instead of the 1 7/8. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make myself a little handle, and I'm going to see if I can, I'll add a little handle to that piece, and then I'll put it back through the smaller punch. So I wasn't focusing on what I was doing. I was too busy yakking, but it's all good. All right, let's try again. So this time I've got the 1 7/8. I'm just going to pop it in here, line that up with my little sticky note handle that I've just made. Line that up. There we go. See? Cool, look at that. That's a good little handle, wasn't it? And now that will fit on there perfectly. Yes, and that will stand out much better on that paper. This one just blended in a little bit too much. I think it was, even though we had that little border, I think it was just a little bit too same. So, yeah. All right, now I've just got a little bit of extra sticky label on the back there, so we'll take that off. A little bit of glue. So is everybody over making Christmas cards right now? I know I am. It's like, oh, so many Christmas cards. I'm happy to be able to make some other types of cards. There we go. I mean, I love all the Christmas cards that we made, but it is nice to be able to make some other occasion cards. All right, a little bit of dry adhesive on the back for our ribbon. Let's get rid of that glue off my fingers. Grab our ribbon. Oh, I should have measured on the last one how much I needed, shouldn't I? Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Didn't. Let's do this. I can cheat because I've got it right in front of me. There we go. So let me measure this for you, and I'll tell you how much ribbon I'm using, so that if you want to create some of these cards, you know exactly how much you'll need. There you go, 19 centimeters, just shy of 19 centimeters. I should write that down on my little note here. Ribbon, 19 centimeters. You could probably go with 18 actually. You could probably do it a little bit shorter. Up to you, depending on how long you like your tails on your ribbon. Some people like the tails on their ribbon really long, some like them a bit shorter. And it really does depend too. I'm going to make my tails go the other way this time. It depends on where you're positioning your piece on your card too, because sometimes you need them a little bit longer. Let's go, actually, will we go top to bottom this time? Or will we go at an angle again? Let's go top to bottom. We'll make it like it's hanging, like it's a little picture hanging on the... See, now this one I'm going to trim a little bit shorter, just a little bit, and let's go a bit more of an angle this time. Oh, that one's a bit too much, a little bit too angled. Let's make them a bit more even. There we go. Okay, so we'll grab some dimensionals. So you can see how quickly these cards are coming together. So if you just sat and cut all of your designer series paper and yeah, just cut all your designer series paper pieces first, had all of your card bases ready to go, have all your stamping done. You can basically just do a production line and just go boom, 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 boom. Oh yeah, you're thankful that you've finished making all your Christmas cards too, Kylie. Yeah, I know, right? We get over it a bit, don't we, by the end of it? Yeah, you could do these in a production line and just like smash them out really quickly. All right, so let's see, where would we like to have our little birdie? Do we want him centered? Do we want him offset to the side with the others? How about there like that? That would be nice just there, don't you think? It's sort of centered top to bottom to here, but it's offset to the side. Not quite, I think in the middle it might look a bit weird. Let's pop him there. Yeah, beautiful. Let's add some bling. Yeah, so you could just really smash these out so quickly if you were making like a set like this. Now let's see where we're going to put our bling. This is always the tricky part, isn't it? It's always tricky to know where we're going to put our bling. Actually, let's see if we can get rid of another one of these big ones. Let's put another big one. Let's put another big one down here. There we go. Oh, that wasn't too painful. Sometimes it's hard to know where to put the bling. All right, so there we've got 2 cards, okay? You saw how quickly they came together, and we've made a box. So let's take the ribbon off our box now, because we're going to fill our box. Well, we're not filling it, but we're adding to it. So we use our little thumb notches at the side to open our box. Let's grab our envelopes. We've got our envelopes, our beautiful Stampin' Up! Envelopes. Are you all using the Stampin' Up! Envelopes? This is something I always forget to mention, but these envelopes are so beautiful. They are, they're really sturdy envelopes. They're fantastic. They're my favorite, most favorite envelopes, and they do have the gum seal on them. So you know what I do? I grab my water painter and I use that on the seal, because I don't like licking my envelopes, because 1, they taste disgusting, and 2, hygiene. So I use my water painter and it works perfectly every time, and they seal beautifully. And they're a good thick envelope that doesn't tear. Now, if you like decorating up your envelopes, you can decorate up your envelopes as well to coordinate with your cards. And then, actually, you know what? Let's do that with 2 of these. I'm just going to pop the rest of them in there, ready for the other cards I'm going to add to the box. Let's quickly decorate up our envelopes. I'm going to put a little stamp on the back to coordinate with our cards. Let's do that. And you know what? I'm going to do it this time in Balmy Blue. Make it a little bit softer. So we need one with the bird. So let's do that. And make sure I get that in the middle. Hopefully I'm getting that in the middle. Let's pop that there. there like that. Okay. Oh, yep, I need that open still for the other one. Give this one a little clean. There's my scrap. And we'll grab our other stamp that we used on the other card. Pop that one back in there. Usually I like to let my stamps air a bit before I put them back in after I've cleaned them. But I'll just make sure that I leave my case open for a little bit to just let them air. I just worry about mold and things like that if they're still a bit damp. Never had it happen, but maybe that's because I'm always careful with making sure that I air them before I put them away. There we go. Oh, you do one sheet wonders, Kylie. Awesome. Oh, for your Christmas cards. Awesome. Okay, so much easier if you use DSP, or if I don't have DSP, I make my own DSP. Great idea. Yep. Add the bling, and before you know it, you've got 10 cards made and envelopes. Perfect. That sounds like a fantastic idea. All right, so we've got our matching cards with our envelopes, so we can pop them in together like that. Or you can stack them in like that, or you can stack all of your envelopes on the bottom and then stack those on top, and then it doesn't really matter which envelope they pick up. But there you go, and then you can keep adding to that and fill the box up. So we're probably going to get, if we keep our cards simple like that with just one layer of dimensional, I reckon you're going to get about, and matching envelopes, I reckon you're going to get, I don't know, six to 8 cards in there, I think, plus envelopes. And then you've got your beautiful lid. Add your ribbon, and you're ready to go. And then you've got a beautiful little gift there. You can add a little tag to your, you could actually use this stamp set to make a quick and easy little tag, and then just add it onto your bow. Add it onto your ribbon on the top. Yeah. With love would be nice. Well, a little something for you would be nice also. Either or. So there you go. In fact, you know what? If you had, let's see. This one might not work because it might be not quite the right size. But let's just see. Let's see how we go here. So a nice, quick and easy little gift that you can make. And yeah, you can make these boxes in all different sizes. But this is just perfect for cards and envelopes. What I would do, this is how I would do it. I would tie my bow, whoops, tie my ribbon on. Oh, if I make my bow nice, hang on a minute. There we go, that's better. Trim up those ends a little bit. Oh, wait, which way are we going? This way. Going this way. There we go, we've got our nice little box. And then with the tag, I'm going to grab my little hole punch. Got a 1/8 of an inch hole punch there, and I will grab some. Now, if you had silver metallic thread, that would be perfect. Do I have any? Here's a question. Don't think there's any that's current. So what I was thinking was just using some white baker's twine. And let's just punch a little hole in this. Let's complete the whole project, hey? Punch a little hole about there. My little 1/8 of an inch hole punch, and then just tie that on with some baker's twine. Have you all seen the baker's twine essential pack? This is a must-have in your artillery of ribbons and twines. I use it all the time. Okay, so let's thread that. Thread that, tie that on. I'm just going to tie it through here. Where'd my little thread go? There we go. Tie it on here. An extra little bow, or you can just tie a knot and then just snip the ends. Totally up to you if you want to have double knot, or you can even thread it in under there if you wanted to be, you know, particular about it. Have it looking, you know, a little bit nicer. You could thread it in under the bow there, but there you go. A nice little gift. I would add a few more cards though, because it's only 2 in there at the moment, but I would add a few more, and then you are good to go. So there you go. What do you think? Do you like that? And I love that the ribbon sits in the little notches too, in the little thumb notches. Yeah. There we go. Done. So, all right. Well, I'm going to tip the camera back up face to face. Actually, let me show you my other one that I made. It's empty at the moment, but we'll see the other DSP. See, that one's pretty too. Same paper pack. Just beautiful little gift. Ah, thanks, Kylie. Glad you liked that. So there you go. Alrighty, I'm going to tip the camera back up face to face. Well, so that I can say goodbye to you face to face, I should say. So bear with me one moment. There we go. Oh, up in the sky. Always, whenever I turn the camera back up again, I always end up in the sky somewhere. So, cute little gift, hey? I'm going to add to that. I'm going to finish that off and add some more of those little cards in there and give that to, I've got someone in mind to give that to as a gift. So, there you go. Oh, thank you so much, Kylie, and the same to you as well. Thank you all so much to everyone for a wonderful year of crafting together. Thank you for joining me in all my videos. Thank you for commenting and enjoying the creativity with me. Thank you to everyone who has commented on I did put this in my newsletter the other day. If you're not subscribed to my newsletter, feel free to subscribe to my newsletter at my blog, and you'll also find all of my products there too, or all of these products there as well. Or you can go to my website also. I know you're seeing that back to front, but it's Mandy's papercraftcreations.blogspot.com or mandywitherby.stampinup.net. Can't even talk properly now. What was I going to say? Yes, thank you all so much for all of the ways that you support me by coming, commenting, liking my posts, watching my videos, watching my YouTube videos, visiting my blog and leaving comments there as well. Thank you all so much. It's because of you that I'm able to continue doing what I do and sharing what I love. So I'm very, very thankful for all of you. So I hope you all have a wonderful, peaceful, safe and blessed Christmas. I am going to be off for the next couple of weeks. I'm just having a little break and having some rest and relaxation and family time and doing some of those odd jobs that you never get done during a normal, you know, work week when things are hectic and crazy. So I've got a few of those jobs piled up that need to be done, a bit of sorting out and things like that. So yeah, so I wish you all a very happy Christmas and a safe new year, and I look forward to seeing you all at the beginning of January. I'll be back on the 6th in time for the new mini catalogue going live on the 6th of January. Lots and lots of beautiful new products in here. I do have some of those new products and I'll be sharing those with you in the new year. And just remember to register for my card buffet, my new products card buffet coming up in January. The registration is going to close on the 7th of January, so make sure you get your registrations in for that one. I did put the links in the comments, so make sure you check that out. I will also post them on my YouTube channel. And I've got my cards and cookies class focused around the Stampin' Up card kits, so I will be focusing on those. And with the new catalogue comes beautiful product shares. So if you want to get your hands on a whole stack of beautiful designer series paper, ribbons, embellishments, and an Easter mix and match share, then be sure to check out my product shares from the new mini catalogue. Registration for that is going to close on the 8th, so it'll be closing just after I return. So there's a QR code if you want to scan that. You see that QR code? You can scan that, or you can go to my links as well. So I will let you all go. Oh, mine too, Kylie. You should see mine at the moment, my craft room. I've got stuff everywhere. It's another job I need to do in the holidays too. Yep. All right. I will leave you all there. I will love you. I'll leave you. Thank you all so much, and I look forward to seeing you all again in the new year. Happy Christmas, everyone. God bless. Bye. Oh, happy crafting. Bye.